Knowing your strengths and weaknesses increases your odds of professional success. One crucial building block for professional achievement is an awareness of your strengths and weaknesses. In other words, being self-aware. Things like having obscure aims, lacking ambition, procrastinating are common causes of failure. Self-awareness can help constructively take action against those flaws, or at least to balance them out with your strengths. To have the ability to work out exactly what your strengths and weaknesses are, it is a great idea to carry out a thorough and honest self-analysis. Do not worry, this does not require going to a psychologist. It is more than enough if you go through a checklist of questions, which should include: have I achieved my goal for this season? Was I always friendly, courteous, and cooperative? Can I make all decisions quickly and firmly? Then you should examine your subjective self-analysis with someone else's objective evaluation of you. This works best when you do it with someone who knows you well to openly and frankly discuss your strengths and weaknesses. Positive emotions are the secret to a successful life and have to be strengthened. Our subconscious stores and receives sensory stimulation, feelings, and ideas. It saves everything we have ever experienced, no matter if it was negative or positive. But saving information alone is not enough. Our subconscious is also always exercising its influence on our activities. It can shape us favorably, endowing us with power and enterprise. Still, it can also mislead us into despair and pessimism. And consequently, if we want our subconscious to help us reach our needs and goals, we must be sure that positive feelings play a significant role in our lives. We must therefore feed our subconscious with positive things, because if we do, it is going to work as a useful and constructive manual. However, if we allow ourselves to feel a lot of unwanted senses, such as anger, hate, a desire for revenge, or pessimism, the exact opposite will occur. Instead, you ought to make it a point to boost all positive impulses, such as love and enthusiasm. That is the only way you will end up creating a positive mindset in the long run. Successful individuals are notable for their determination and steadfastness. The evaluation of over 25,000 life stories of individuals who failed to attain professional success proves that a lack of determination is the principal reason for their failure. The evaluation of success stories of multi-millionaires revealed, by contrast, they had two characteristics in common. They had been used to creating split-second conclusions, and, once they concluded them, they stood firmly behind their findings. A certain level of stubbornness, provided that it doesn't change into a deaf obstinacy, may even be advantageous. Henry Ford, in particular, was known to adhere to his decisions for quite a long time. For instance, a lot of people advised him to substitute his famous but not beautiful Model T with a new version. But he held on to that model for quite a long time and was thus able to earn substantial gains with it. Opinions are common, everyone has one, and most individuals wish to dispense them. To avoid running into the threat of negative influences, it is necessary to provide others as few chances as possible to express their critical opinions. People who are disheartened specifically should maintain their aims and intentions to themselves rather than confide in anyone else, except their close ones. Only the persistent will triumph. The course of any project, no matter its nature, we're bound to encounter difficulties and challenges. In such situations, the majority of us are too quick to give up on our plans and allow the project to die. But there are a couple of men and women who, despite all of the obstacles, stick to their original ideas and let their fantasies blossom into reality. Persistence and endurance are key. That means, most importantly, we continuously work on understanding our targets and do not lose sight of them. But obstinacy should be avoided at all costs. If, say, there is a need for a correction, you must be ready to implement it. If you would like persistence and endurance to take root on your habits, here are 4 crucial yet straightforward principles. Must have a definite goal and create a burning desire to achieve it. Need a thorough and exact plan to support the execution of your targets. You should not let yourself be affected by negative and disheartening opinions. You need a romantic, trusting relationship with an individual or a group that offers you support and assistance. Think of these principles as a unique exercise program that will help you build your endurance and persistence. Achieving great things requires being clever and surrounding yourself with intelligent folks. The bigger the goal, the more complicated the preparation. The more complicated the preparation, the more difficult the target's implementation. The harder the implementation, the more dependent the brains behind the project are going to be on the creative, intellectual, and moral support of others. This mutual backing works best in the kind of a brain trust, a select group of smart folks. The brain trust is a marriage of like-minded individuals who concentrate on establishing a common goal, developing competencies, and using a system of checks and evaluations to achieve them. The main principle of a brain trust is its synergistic effect. If at least two people working well with one another unite their abilities, expert knowledge, experiences, relationships, and other tools to achieve shared goals, the outcomes will be far higher. Summary: wealth, in whatever form, is rarely the result of luck or coincidence. Far from that. It is nearly always the result of distinct traits and techniques that everyone can learn and get. How do we find the right goals in life? And how can we translate them into actions? 1. We can only accomplish our goals in life if a burning desire drives us. 2. Goal setting and detailed planning are the cornerstones of every accomplishment. 3. Successful individuals have unwavering faith in themselves. And 4. By employing autosuggestion, our subconscious can affect our behavior. Which knowledge and skills are necessary for achieving success? 1. Knowledge is power, but it does not have to be what you learned in college. 2. The workshop of imagination is where we could turn our dreams into reality. 3. Knowing your strengths and weaknesses increases your odds of professional success. And 4. Positive emotions are the secret to a successful life and have to be strengthened. What type of approach do successful folks take when realizing their targets? 1. Successful individuals are notable for their determination and steadfastness. 2. Only the persistent will triumph. And 3. Achieving big things requires being smart and surrounding yourself with intelligent folks.